wanted to share with you something that was explained to me about practical angelic magic during angelic contact, something that I learned directly from an angelic being. So on the one hand, you are of course free to disregard this as my own fancy, but I found in practice this has a lot of value, and this has to do with working with angels for practical magic. Which is to say, for results, manifesting a job, increasing your income, finding a new mate, anything of that sort. And it came out of an inquiry that I had during an angelic contact that was based in my experience. And my experience was the following. I had been working with angels, doing client work, and often the angels would participate in what would be quite bringing about manifesting results that were for otherwise very, venal ends, making more money, finding a lover, and these kinds of things that you would think, well, why would angels care? Why would angels want to participate in these rather materialistic pursuits? And this is something that I became curious about, the moral dimension of this and the spiritual dimension of this. So of course, I asked the angel, I conjured up an angel, and I asked the question, why do they help with these things in certain cases? Because not in all cases were there results. And the answer was very simple. And the angel explained to me the following thing. He said to me, when there is an angelic telos in any objective, in any intended result, the angels will participate in the outcome. And telos, of course, means the object or the goal. If there is an angelic goal, an angelic outcome in the end, what he referred to as the angelic telos, then they would participate in manifesting that work. And I asked him, well, what is the angelic telos? And the angel explained to me that the angelic telos is the manifestation of virtue. And virtue in this context, he meant excellence of character. And that meaning that whenever there was the potential for a certain outcome to allow that individual to grow on a spiritual and moral level by developing the excellences of their character, the virtues of their character, becoming courageous, developing temperance, developing confidence, developing compassion, developing diligence or discipline, any of these beautiful qualities of character that we can develop in the earthly journey. If the angel saw a potential for the person to develop a beautiful quality of character in pursuit of that thing, they would participate in the creation of that thing, because that thing would then become the vehicle for the evolution of the soul of that person. And then it became clear to me that in order to always ensure the support of these angelic beings in a magical procedure, that I first should identify the telos, the goal, that the virtue of character that could be developed. So for example, finding a new job potentially holds for the individual the telos, the principle, the virtue of developing courage, of developing diligence, of developing maybe discipline, all beautiful qualities of character. And so if I kind of structured the petition, if I structured the intention of that work around the opportunity for developing diligence, discipline, or another positive quality of character, that the angel would gladly participate in creating the material circumstances for that to happen. Similarly, if with a romantic relationship, if we could identify a virtue of character like compassion, generosity, caring, any of these beautiful qualities of character that potentially can develop in a relationship with another human being, the angel would gladly manifest that event so that that virtue of character had the opportunity to unfold. In other words, they don't really care about the specifics of the material manifestation. They don't care about the money, they don't care about the job, they don't care about the girl. What they are interested in is in your evolution. And if that outcome can catalyze evolution in you towards a better version of yourself, and if you can, then they will gladly help you work on that objective. Because that's what you're here for. You're here to develop yourself. You're here to grow into your most excellent self. You're here to manifest your potential as a human being on the highest level. And we do that through the petty things of our life. We do that through our work, through our relationships, through our finances, through all those things. And why should angels not participate in the creation of those things? But conversely, if that objective contained within it no potential for the development of virtue, and virtue in the sense that I'm using it here is really the more classical idea of virtue, not of being a good boy or girl, not being a sinner, that kind of thing. Virtue in the sense of an excellent quality of character, a greatness of your being, as it were, then those angels would very gladly work on that and help you manifest that, because they are interested in your virtue and the development of your character.